Hello everyone, I'm Miko, and I am the lead project creator for DHDT, and this is an update video. This was long overdue. This should have been out last year, but there was a lot of stuff going on, and wasn't able to get this out last year, so here we are. It's coming out now, so that's good. That's good. The reason why this update video is being created is because the inconsistency with the Instagram account and nothing being posted on there now, and it's just like, is it like abandoned or something? No, it's not abandoned. It's just we gotta like situate stuff out with everything. So this video will be explaining a lot of things that need to be explained and what's going to be going on going forward, and I hope I can explain this in the best way possible. I am not very good with explaining things, but I hope I can explain well enough for everybody to understand. So I hope this is good. Now, I don't think this video will come out on Instagram, but if it does, it does. But if it doesn't, I hope you are seeing this on YouTube, and I hope that we can get this video out. So without further ado, I'm going to be explaining everything that's been going on. So more importantly, the first thing I want to get across is that this Rampa is not canceled. We all have worked too hard on this to get it canceled, and we haven't even like truly began the full-on story, so there's no way it's being canceled unless something happens, and God forbid anything happens. So yeah, it's not canceled, I promise. With that being said, I gotta explain why production has became slower than usual. I mean, production was already slow, but this is even more slower. Now, we all know that this Fangin is a video series. This is not a picture thing. It's mainly all video. Everything has been edited and put into like a video and put out there. And video editing is as hard as it is. So making a video from scratch without any like video to spice or whatever, that is already hard in its own, and it's even harder with all these assets you put into it. So like you get it if you edit videos and stuff. And it's not like you're editing a 1-minute video or something. This is like lengthy, and like even though the parts we've been editing out has been like 4 to 5 minutes long, it's been hard because editing on a phone is harder than editing on a laptop because there's more stuff you gotta take in per car. So like the editing software that has been used to be making the episodes was a Light Motion, and to not get the watermark, I had to pay a subscription or whatever. And again, I don't like paying for subscriptions, but I had to do what I had to do just to like get away from the watermark. And if I didn't pay it, and like trying to edit out the watermark was hell on its own. So it wasn't getting out. Also, all the art for the Rampa was being done in Impus Paint, which is on the phone or a tablet, not the Windows version. It was all on the phone. And drawing with a finger is very hard, so props to everybody who draws with their fingers, because you are out here experiencing the most. And yes, I was one of those people who did it with a finger until I discovered the wonders of drawing on a laptop, and I was like, I'm gonna switch over, and it was easier to do that. So that's a good thing too. So with all that being said, putting all that effort on a phone like that, a phone ain't gonna be that powerful unless you get a powerful phone, but it's not gonna be as powerful. So what you expect from an Android user. So I'm an Android user, it's sad, but yeah. So yeah, like it became laggy when I was starting editing in a Light Motion because of all the assets I've been putting in, and plus it's not very good with organizing. Yes, you could make groups in there, but once I did that, it like bumped down a bit in quality, and I didn't like that. So I I'm just gonna keep everything out. It's gonna be fine. Just gonna have to go through all these layers, and then it became the grueling experience of scrolling through each flipping thing just to make sure it's all in place. And the constant scrolling, it wasn't cutting out, making everything difficult to manage, everything difficult to maintain or whatever, and everything confusing and not organized. And it became extremely hard to produce an episode, or at least a part of it anyway. So that had to be changed immediately, or there was no way this was gonna be finished in a good time frame. So we were thinking about it and stuff, and then I was like, I'm just gonna get some editing software and go on from there. So I bought some editing software, and thank God I found one that was like a one-time purchase thing, so I didn't have to constantly keep on paying for it. So thank God. And I'm just gonna say it now, the editing software is a really major upgrade from editing on a phone. Like, it like boosted a lot of things for me. Like, I was able to edit more and produce more better stuff than on my phone. And when I showed the like product, or like saying like a test CG scene for the team, they were all like, yo, this is some good freaking stuff right here. That is crispy. And I'm like, yes, it be crispy. So, you know, we're all gonna switch it. I want to share. That's the editing software I use. I know it's not a very good reputation one, but you know, I didn't want to like get something else, so you know, that's and that led into a problem that I was not gonna face, but I had to face it. So because I wanted to like edit everything in one sitting instead of just splitting it into multiple parts, that made a conflict for me for when I had to like post it on Instagram. So like basically the conclusion we all got up to was that we just post a sneak peek on Instagram and then the full episode will be on YouTube. So if you want to watch the full episode, you had to go on YouTube for it. I hope that is a better solution. I hope that doesn't spark anything wrong. So we'll see how it goes. If it doesn't work, then we'll switch back to the parts. But for the sake of like putting everything all in one go, that's what's gonna be going. And I know that like if we do that, then like production will still be slow, but like quality over quantity. So I guess that would work better. So yeah. Other than that, the art for the thinking will be now done on the laptop as well, because it is pain cutting it out for my fingy. My fingers are dying and I better hold something and die with it than die with the finger. I need my fingers for stuff. So I have a drawing tablet now, which I am able to use, and now I can use it for the Rampa and make better art than what I've been doing in Ibis Paint. Now I'm not saying it's a bad app. Like, you can do good art in Ibis Paint. It's just because I just have a problem with my fingers. And I don't like drawing my fingers anymore. It go down to me. It became tiring. So yeah. So I hope this explains why production became slower. I hope I did a good job explaining about that. So going forward, I can't really confirm on an uploading schedule for the thinking because you know, we all have stuff going on and it interferes with the thinking and time management, production value, and then it just gets all squabbly, and then you just like, oh man, how we're gonna post all this stuff? Like, you know, you gotta take a break every once in a while, but not like a whole break without any explanation. So I can't really guarantee an uploading schedule, but what I can guarantee is that the episodes will be coming out, but not as like slow. I'll just make sure that an update will be posted every once in a while on episode production and what's done, not done, and everything, and so that, you know, it's better more explaining it, is not saying anything, and then it's like, hey, I posted again, and then everyone's just lost interest at that point because, you know, no one's updating, and we gotta do a better job on that. That being said, there's a lot of things that has been changed. For instance, you may have noticed in episode 2 there was a voice acting segment for the first CG scene. Now, we was gonna do voice acting for every CG scene, but you know, you don't wanna like wear out everything, and plus we're all doing the voice acting. We don't have voice actors. But if anyone would like to voice act for the Rampa for free, because no one's gonna pay this, it's not a non-profit, then you can like contact us in the Discord server. It will be cool. And if you want to, you can. But if we do voice acting, it's only gonna be for the important CG scene, like the CG scenes that will impact the Rampa. So that's what we're gonna be using the main voice acting for. But every other CG scene is just gonna be like a regular VN, just without voice acting. So yeah. I hope that explains how the voice acting is gonna go, because I didn't want to just like have one voice acting there and then like next minute there's no voice acting and we're like, wait, where's the voice acting? What happened to the characters voicing each other? And then you're like, oh wait, we got to tell them about this, and then there's a lot of things going on and you're like, Oh man, should have just explained, So yeah, that's gonna be one of the things changing. Also started revising the script and stuff, and the script is not totally done. We got at least up to like chapter 1 half daily life done. We got up to that point. And going forward, we gotta finish up the rest of daily life and then deadly life, and then make an investigation and make a trial, and then finish out the chapter. And we all know what's gonna happen and everything, but to execute it out is gonna be hard. It's gonna be a lot of research involved for trial or exclusively that investigation, because I know that writing a trial like that and writing an investigation is gonna be very hard, so a lot of research is gonna go into that. But I can't say that the prologue is finished, so of course that's gonna be uploading as fast as possible, and we're gonna make sure we finish chapter 1 before we can start producing for chapter 1. So I guess we gotta make sure that is done and taken care of before we do anything else. So that's taken care of. And there is a lot of scenes in the Rampa where there's gonna be like character outfit changes, which are character outfit changing, our character designer outfit person. Yep, that person. Yeah. And they're gonna be helping a lot with that, with designing outfits for them for each situation. And then the problem with like you're gonna like draw all these sprites with the outfits, that's gonna be insane. So it's more gonna be like the outfits are only gonna be showing through the CG scenes and stuff. And you're just gonna, and if the outfit still corresponds throughout the thing, but you don't see it, then either you're gonna have to imagine it, or it's just gonna be a long continuous CG scene. I know it's gonna be a lot of work for that, but honestly, nobody wants to like redraw all these sprites and put outfits in them for like each thing, so that's being done in consideration too. So I hope this all explained everything, and we're gonna try to be as more active on Instagram than usual. And I know we have missed the Q&A for Kaiba because his birthday passed and it was on January 1st, and I was like, oh man, we have missed that. So we're gonna try to be as active as we possibly can, but I can't guarantee you're gonna be active. Just like a good amount of active, but not totally as active. But we're mainly active on the Discord server, so if you want to join that and ask any questions on there, you could too. But if you want to DM us on Instagram and ask any questions you may have, then you can do that as well. So I hope that this video explained as much as I could regarding this whole project. It's not canceled. I'll say it again, it's not canceled. It's just going through a lot of stuff right now. But I can promise you stuff is being worked on. I can promise you that. And if you have any questions, you can ask us through the DMs on Instagram or come to the Discord server. And we also have a Twitter, so if you want to access on Twitter too, you can access there as well. And if you can't reach us through our account on Instagram or Discord, you can also reach me on my Instagram account, a certified goat idiot, and you can reach me for that if you want to ask any questions. And I hope this all explained what was going on with this Fangin, and I hope this was a good update video. I hope this explained everything well. I'm sorry if it didn't, but if you do have questions, you can still ask. So without further ado, I'm going to end it off here, and I hope everyone has a nice day, has a nice break, having a good life right now. If you want to follow, you can follow. If you want to subscribe, you can subscribe. If you want to be involved with the story, you can. And if any other updates come up that needs to be an update video, I'm sure it's going to come up soon. So yeah, goodbye everyone, and have a good day. Goodbye.